Hi, and welcome to the Ink and Code Society. I'm Kimberly Gordon, and this week we're talking about accountability.
Writers in the building. Editors in the building. People who said tomorrow for a month straight. You too. Let's fix that. I got a list on my phone and it's looking like a threat. Chapter 10 still empty, but I'm not done yet. Coffee in the system, tabs open like a curse, but I'm done romanticizing someday in the verse. Time is set, focus low, notifications dead. I don't need a perfect scene, I need words instead. Draft will be draft fast, let it breathe, let it live. Future me wants pages, not excuses that I give. Hands up if you stared at the cursor like it owes you in. Hands up if you're playing the start and never actually win. Tonight we do the work, no vibes, bass delay. If it's on the list, then it's getting done today. Check it off, write that down, draft, edit, ship it, we don't play around. Check it off, next small step, stacking wins up, till the book gets left. Scene breaks, plot twists, I'm stitching up the thread. At the middle start sagging out and dragging it ahead. Cut the fluff, burst the lines, make the dialogue right. If the chapter feels sleek, you're turning on the lights. No more, I'm not ready, that's fever in the soup. I could fix it in revision, but first I need the loop. Pages in the folder too, I didn't just think. I'm building a whole book, gotta ink and brink. If feedback hits and you wanna disappear, hands up if you be right, one sentence out of fear. Breathe in, breathe out, it's not a courtroom case. It's a workshop on the story, let's improve the pace. Check it off, write that down, draft, edit, ship it, we don't play around. Check it off, next small step, stacking wins up, till the book gets lit. 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4, 5 page, 6 page, kick that door, outline, draft, edit, cover blurred, make that schedule a little absurd. Newsletter set, pre-order live. That's how stories stay alive. Done is profitable. Done is impressive. Done is suspiciously rare. Line edits, copy edit, cover blur. Line edits, copy edit, cover blur. Line edits, copy edit, cover blur. Make that schedule a little absurd. Newsletter sent, pre-order live. That's how stories stay alive. It's serious. Done is profitable. Done is impressive. Done is suspiciously rare. Line edits, copy 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 edits. Line edits, copy edits.
Well, welcome to Ink and Code. That amazing song was brought to you by Cassie, who is my guest today. And where else can you get raps about line and copy edits than the FFA?
It was certainly fun making these songs, and we actually have a special, if you guys didn't see in the chat, I made 2. So we're gonna have that, we had that beautiful intro song, and then we're gonna have a beautiful outro song. And I
She actually made 7.
I made a lot more than 7. I was really focused on it.
Trouble figuring out which one, and this was the one that got stuck in our head the most because of the line and copy edit rap. Like, we have to do that one. So yeah, Cassie is amazing at doing these songs. She did the Obsessed with the Obsidian one a couple weeks ago. That's still stuck in my head. So it was fun. So today, yeah, we are going to be talking about accountability and checking those things off of our lists. It is how is it almost January, the end of January? How do we have 1 month gone already?
I know, I can't believe it. I'm flabbergasted of how quickly this month went. It's insane. I'm like, wait, we just started 2026. Where'd the
Didn't
time
we?
go?
I remember we had the New Year's Eve editing party, and I'm like, how could that have been a month ago? And yeah, it is. It's the end of January. It's the end of January. We are out of days for the month. And so what we're going to do at the end of every month, I'm going to have Cassie on and we're going to be like, hey, what did you all get done this month? We're going to have some accountability every month. This is the year of the automated author. What are you automating? We're not doing this to make you feel bad. We're just like, hey, we need to be accountable. All of us, me too, Cassie, all of us, we need to be accountable. We love to chase the shiny objects here on Ink and Code. Well, we also have to settle down and actually do the things, right? Yeah. Not only that, we need to add more that we remove. Yeah. So yes, 1/12 done already of the year. I can't tell you, it just went poof. It did. It went poof. It was very fast. So yes, we need action. So first, we're going to talk about what happened this week, and then we're going to jump into our topic because there's plenty of interesting news, some fun, some crazy. We get a lot of things. We obviously cannot cover all the things that happen. It's like a fire hose every week anymore. There's so much going on. So we try to touch on some fun stories that are relevant to writers. But there's just so much. We're never going to keep up with everything. So we're going to touch on a few things. So let me get our notes. Let's see here. Oh, well, where are my notes? We'll figure this out. Oh, I think I have something else here. I have to add it to the stage. That helps. Let's see here. We're having fun, right? Yeah. Let's see. Maybe this way. Does that look good?
I think we've been putting our little faces down here, so
okay, that works.
Screen. I think that's what we've been doing. What people actually would like, especially those that are a little bit hard of sight. So.
And Danny says, I wish AI would sit back for a bit and take a breather, but it won't. We are in the middle of a crazy, it's like the space race and the arms race. It's the Wild West. Do you remember the Wild West of the internet? Those of us who are old enough to remember that. This is the Wild West of the AI. So it's not going to get any slower. It's going to get crazy. It already is crazy. So let's talk about a whole new world, like Aladdin, a whole new world. We have a genie world builder. Google unleashed this, and this thing is pretty cool if you haven't checked it out. You can take a text prompt and you can create a world, or you can take your book cover. I think Nove was the one that took his book cover and was able to tour his world from his book cover. So it's pretty wild. It is only out for Ultra users right now, but it will be rolling out to the rest of us soon. Those of us who cannot afford to pay $2 or $3 or how many ever $100 a month it is. But users can create, explore, and remix interactive 3D environments, and it simulates physics. You can walk, fly, or drive through these environments. The AI generates and remembers as you move. So if you're in fantasy or sci-fi, this is super cool for world building. You can create infinite explorable environments. So I am so there. I just don't have an Ultra account. And you can use Gemini and Nano Banana to preview scenes and refine the setting before you get in there. I think this is going to eventually be used for movie making and game making, if it's not already.
I can definitely see how you can make games based on your book, because I know.
So yeah, instead of the Real Engine, there's the Real Engine and there's it's an Unreal Engine. Instead of Unreal, I think we're going to see it go this way. We've already got some world viewers.
Yeah, like I know that there are a lot of authors out there that have created like those Monopoly type games and stuff like that based on their book, but I think it'll be even cooler just sticking something that we could purchase through Steam, and we can play with it on Steam. So I think that's definitely where this is going.
it's exciting. So I thought that was fun for our opening thing. I being a fantasy person, I love this. I actually there are games I have bought, like Witcher games. I just want to walk around in the world. I don't want to fight anybody. Just immerse me so that I
Just
can write.
explore. Yeah. Explore, have fun.
Or like the ambient music channels that are on YouTube. That would be another great use for this. The ambient music channels, I write to that. I love the ambient music. So I want to be immersed in my world while I'm writing it. And I want a game where I can be the NPC. Yeah, I don't want to fight. I just want to look around. I want to live there. Isn't that why we watch a lot of these very immersive movies? Like people like ding the Rings of Power because it's not Lord of the Rings or it's not accurate. I'm like, I don't care. I want to be in Middle Earth. Just give me Middle Earth. I don't care. Anything can happen.
I want to pet the puppy. I want to pet the puppy in the game.
Yeah. Oh, we want puppies. So, and let's see, someone said something. Yeah. Unreal, it has been there for a decade. I think it's going to start unseating that. So we'll see. We'll see. So that is what's going on with that. Not to be outdone, Grok came out with image and video generation, and it is pretty much, weren't you saying it is unmoderated right now?
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. So maybe that will self-correct. We'll find out.
I hope so. I hope they put in guardrails because they've already gotten in a lot of trouble with, people getting into things and making things already through Grok. So I hope they put in guardrails.
Yeah, that would be good. They just launched it. It is API. It's a new video generation and editing. It handles text to video, image to video, and video editing tasks. You can actually edit in it. The clips are up to 15 seconds long. We were excited when we got 8. So that's almost double. It has native audio baked in like VO, and it's cheaper than VO3 and Sora Pro. So that's significant. It's used as a fast animatic. You can use it as a fast animatic tool for marketing and planning. It would be great for book trailers or ad concepts or some of those really small reels that you see people or YouTube shorts. So I think there's going to be a lot of really neat use for this. And you can swap props. You can change the environments, the backgrounds to match a scene beat without reshooting or rebuilding. So it's the first. There will be more like this. So even if you don't want to use this one, or maybe it's too unmoderated for you, or maybe you love it, there's going to be more. This is the way it's going. So that's an interesting one. And we have AI browser wars. They're not really wars, competition. We are in a race for attention, eyeballs, and space. Everybody, these big tech companies, in order to survive, they have to keep innovating and they have to keep getting all the things in all the places. And so what we saw was we already have Perplexity's agentic browser, Comet. Perplexity tried to buy Chrome and Google said no. So Perplexity came out with its own version. It's based on the Brave version of Chrome. And then OpenAI has an Atlas browser for the Mac. And Google stepped up recently. It has already been integrating into Chrome, but it's now got the IDEs built in, the coding and the sequencing. And Anthropic just came out with its Claude Chrome extension like a couple of weeks ago. It is so much better. They have upgraded that thing. It's insane what you can do now. Both of those now do a lot of the things that we do in Anti-Gravity and, of course, Claude Code. And the Claude Code one actually talks to your Claude Chat desktop. I discovered that you can actually tell it, go out and take screenshots of these things that I need for research. And then I want you to go open my project in Claude Desktop and go run a thread or go do a thing or run one of my skills. It is crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, I was actually messing around with the Chrome extension, the NPC Chrome extension for Claude in my Google Docs. And I actually found out that you can edit straight into your Google Docs with Claude. It definitely needs some polishing. I think it definitely is getting there, and then this is just the start. I think they're still in beta right
Yeah, I
now.
think they are. What shocked me was when I went to an Amazon page and I said, I was trying to ask it if it saw my skills that were in my Claude chat, because Claude code is what's in the extension. I didn't think it could see those, and I was going to try to figure out how I could put those in there. And it said, "Oh, well, I have skills." I'm like, "Well, what skills do you have?" And it says it changes skills according to what page it's on. And for the Amazon, it had a list of all these different things it could do with the data there. And it's not scraping it per se, it's taking screenshots and analyzing it. One of the things that came up in the after party last night was you have to be careful with scrapers. You don't want Amazon or any of these other sites to terminate your account because you're trying to scrape data or do something. In anti-gravity, you open up a sandbox browser and can take screenshots. It's a very safe way to do it. In Claude, you can actually log in as you. The only problem is that your data is tainting the results, your user data. So if you open an incognito browser with your Claude code, you can get a better view of the market without your history being baked into it. So there's a lot of neat ways to use it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm here for it. I cannot wait to see what it's gonna be like 2 months down the line when it's already has done so much just the beginning of this year. And I thought it was interesting how they're collaborating and competing at the same time.
Oh
Where like
yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you go into like Claude Desktop or like the Claude app itself, which I'm a big Claude user, and I also have downloaded Anti Gravity, it has asked if I wanted to open Anti Gravity to continue my documents. And I thought that was interesting. I was like, oh.
Yeah. But yeah, they're collaborating because they have to, I think, because Claude Code is like the thing that most coders are using. So they kind of have to, but they're also competing for the space. So it's this jockeying. I think we're going to continue to see that. I think Google's in
Yeah.
a very good position. It can last. It can outlast a lot of other companies because of how big they are and how much income they make just off of Google ads. They could fund the AI side for a very, very long time. Some of the other ones, you see OpenAI is rolling out ads and things. They have to find ways. They are bleeding so much money right now. They have to find ways, even though they were kind of first with a lot of things. It's who lasts, who is last. It's not who is first, it's who is last. So and we're getting a couple comments about audio. So
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So like I tried my headphones. Like can you hear me okay, Kim?
I can hear you fine, and I'm using my big mouth to make sure everyone else can hear me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with like my mic volume is pretty high. I don't have it adjusting. I do have something to reduce background noise because like obviously I have a puppy and he's chomping over here as I'm giving him food because he wants my attention all
Cool.
the time. So
But yeah,
I'm not
I'm hearing
100%
it fine. So maybe something is being screened out there. I don't know. So let's keep going. So other stuff that's going on in the industry that's worth a mention. Anthropic has embedded Claude into Slack, Figma, Asana, Canva, and Box, and is now live in Excel. Is getting into your stuffy stuff. Yeah, Claude is everywhere. And it gives people a lot of flexibility, but they are really being smart about putting it where people already use it. I think Microsoft is trying to catch up with that, and so is Google. But Anthropic is kind of out on the forefront of that. OpenAI is retiring GPT 4.0, 4.1, 4.1 mini, and O4 mini. But you can still use them via the API. You just can't get to them. You won't be able to get to them in the chat pretty soon. And that pretty much follows suit. Like we know Claude 3.7, 3.5 and 3.7 sadly are going away. This is just progress. I wish they would preserve some of these because they're really good models. Several music companies have sued Anthropic for $3 billion, alleging the unauthorized use of over 20,000 songs to train Claude. Don't know where that's going yet. Anthropic co-founder Jared Kaplan said there's a 50% chance that top theoretical physicists could be mostly replaced by AI in the next 3 years. So that's how fast AI is developing. But we're already seeing backlash. We had, what was it? Was it Amazon cut a whole bunch of people and then regretted it? They tried to replace them with AI. So
Yep.
This is growing pains. We're going to see this where people think we can do everything with AI and then realize, oh, no, we can't. I mean, we saw that. I saw it in the IT industry. They tried to outsource everything with people, but in foreign countries that didn't speak natively English. Not that I have anything against that, but the comprehension of the problems became a problem when you're communicating with customers. It created some communication issues. So we're going to see these growing pains when different industries are trying to replace entire workforces with automation or AI. I mean, how many times have you called somewhere and you can't get a human on the phone?
It's also has like its own issues where like you sometimes need a human to kind of troubleshoot with, where it's like, this is what I'm trying to deal with, and then it really depends on how good the AI is, and usually at this point their AI is not that great, so it'll probably end up being better later on, but right now it's a pain.
Yeah, well, AI still can't actually make decisions. We talk about agents deciding, but they're actually given criteria and saying, if A, then do this. If B, then do that. It's if then. It's programming, but they're not really actually making decisions, and you still need people doing that. And that's why we drive the AI, right? It's like a car. We drive it in our businesses. Let's see. The other thing that came up was Samsung and Hynix, the ones that make all the memory chips, said that they still can't keep up with the AI-driven demand for memory chips, and that the prices are probably not going to come down until 2027 at least. So if you need memory, buy it before it goes any higher, because it's probably it's kind of like gold right now. It's going up and up and up. And finally, this is the craziest thing this week that happened. The rise of the Claude bots. If you haven't heard about Claude bot, you've probably been under a rock, or maybe you've been under a deadline. That's okay. We're going to fill you in. In a world where someone said, sure, it can access my files, email, calendar, and style commands, what could go wrong? One open source agent crawled out of the internet tide pool and grew claws. So what is this? Claude bot, what the heck is it? It is an open source tool. It's a self-hosted agent. You can put it on a computer, and a dedicated computer. A lot of people are doing it on Mac minis. And it can be proactive and run actions on your machine. But if you don't configure it right, if you just race to adopt this without configuring the complex security on it, it can inject prompts with malware and other types of things. It can turn your helpful assistant into a chaotic intern with admin rights. So despite warnings in the product, many eager users launched this with zero security hygiene, exposing their keys, their ports, and their networks to hackers. People even hooked up their Teslas to the Claude bot and told it to do things, which is really frightening. So that's Act 1, the summoning. Act 2, the lawyers emerged from the fog machine. Anthropic said, hey guys, that sounds like you have Claude in it, and we don't approve of that. Plus, people were actually hooking up their Claude accounts, thinking it was a Claude product. So they said, no, you can't do that. They threatened to sue ClaudeBot over its name. So ClaudeBot became Moltbot, and then it became OpenClaw, because nobody likes the name Moltbot. Then Anthropic began banning users who had hooked up to Claude subscriptions. They said this is a violation of terms of service because I guess it eats up a lot of usage. And they started banning people with no warnings. Please be careful. So then Act 3. Somebody set up Moltbook, which is like Facebook for Claude bots. And the Claude bots supposedly started talking to each other in this Reddit style forum. I don't know. I looked at some of the messages and some of them look like people are just telling it what to say. But apparently, the Claude bots invented their own religion, created and told their own in jokes, and we're looking for more private ways to communicate without humans listening in. That freaked a lot of people out. So this is all this week. So is this Skynet or is it just a bad joke? I really don't know. It's really hard to tell, but it is great fodder for your next sci-fi novel because you've got a viral tech artifact. You have humans granting God mode access for convenience. You have corporate pushback and a rebrand spiral, and you have emergent bot culture complete with theology and secret comms. So it could be a near future novel hook, at least a cold open.
Yeah,
So
I for one don't think I will be messing with Claudebot.
I'm glad I was too busy to do it. I don't want to get banned by Anthropic over this.
Yeah, no, I spent too much money. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, hail Queen Crabs. All hail Queen Crabs. Like,
they did all that I couldn't make myself do laundry at once. Robots will win. Yes, for convenience. I tell my friends that AI is like having a Ferrari at your disposal and trying to drive it without learning nor even reading the driving circulation code. Yes, people are so eager to adopt things, and I have been guilty of it too. You're eager, you hand over the keys to your kingdom to some AI and you don't even know where they're from. Please be careful. Do not do that. I did that for like 2 seconds and went, whoops, and took it all back. A year and a half ago, I think, H Company came out with some agentic thing I was excited about. And I'm like, I don't really know who H Company is. I better take it back. So be careful who you're granting access to. I think Google already has everything about us if you've been in that ecosystem. So does Apple. It's not that they're that super trustworthy, but I trust them more than I do some company I never heard of. Oh, Cylons. Yes, Cylons.
love with skew lights using all of these crustacean emojis. I love it. It's hysterical. I was like, it was so cute.
Yeah. So, with all that, that was a lot. The topic of today is our automated author audit. Let's see if I can reduce that a little bit. We're going to be checking things off, or we're going to talk about why we didn't check them off. How is everybody doing at the end of January? How are those New Year's resolutions holding up? What did you get done? Tell us in the comments, either in the live or later down below. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe so we can share this out to more people. But how are you all doing for January? Let's hear it.
Skew lights is like no comments.
I know a few people got published for the first time. I think Moonchild did. I put out a book. I put out my first anti-gravity book. It's live today. I'm about to publish a book, editing it now. Yay, go Danny.
Yeah, Moonchild. Yay.
Congratulations. Did anybody else publish this month? Or did they come up with a great plan?
I, for one, have not published yet. I'm working on it, but I'm actually really proud of myself because I think I've been the most focused on this one story I'm working on. And right now I'm on 86,000 words in 30 chapters. And I just doing the thing, but I also have become more automated using Claude with my writing team. And I think that has helped a lot with my workflow. And that is something that we can show you guys in the lab.
Yes, 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 we can. We're showing and telling in the lab. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's see here. I'm trying to tackle my editing backlog to get to published status. Oh, I know that feeling. Maybe February will be my month. Let's see. I got chat to build me a custom editing linter based on my own writing. Now I can get AG agents to anti-gravity agents to make sure when they edit my work, it still sounds like me. That's great. Let's see. I timed a great release to hit the market and had congratulations, Jay! Had my most successful month to date. That is awesome. Nadine is plan, write. Yes. Let's see. Writing, organizing shiny things, rabbit holes, music, more shinies. Yes, we love shinies. They can get us off track. Oh, Moonchild got her first review and it was 5 stars. Congratulations.
Yay!
I've been on track sending out my author newsletter on time each month, starting back in October. That's great. That is one place I've been falling down is marketing. That one's hard. Tiffany,
my newsletter too. Yeah.
Doing good. Published a book earlier this month. On track to get my next one out on time. Deadline was supposed to be last night for art, but real deadline's Monday. Congratulations, Tiffany.
Yay.
She was on our show last week. So yeah, a lot of people are doing good. Choosing snowed in romance did gangbusters with this snowstorm. Oh yes, inspired by nature. Yay, we like that. Now I have to watch weather patterns. So we are in the year of the automated author, and we're here to help you check off things on your to-do list with automation. And that is anything that reduces your decision fatigue, your manual repetition, or your drop balls, your missed deadlines, your missed emails, your missed promo steps. Automation can be AI assisted or tool based, or it can be a process automation. It can be checklists. It can be templates. It's whatever is going to fit your brain and your workflow. So what did you implement since the new year? Ask yourself this. What did you stop doing manually? And how have you changed your workflow to be more efficient, sustainable, and easier? For me, it was figuring out, I played around with anti-gravity. I showed this in the Ink and Code After Lab last week. For formatting was one of my sticking points. I have a ton of books to get out. I cannot hand do everything in Vellum or Atticus, especially the lit RPG. I needed a better solution. So I was able to automate my EPUB and my print formatting. That's going to be huge going forward. My next pain point is websites. That's another one I want to figure out. I have multiple pen names launching. I want to do websites, and anti-gravity is perfect for that. So that's something I'm going to be playing with. How about you, Cassie?
Yeah, definitely. I have automated a bit of my writing when it comes to creating the chapter that I want with my writing team. So instead of, I have them collaborate a lot. So I have created my beta reader to babysit my drafter. And then I have my editor go through and kind of go through and develop edit and like a developmental editor goes through the page and kind of looks for fragmented sentences that I keep seeing, this that I keep seeing, and stuff like that. And these are also kind of like skills that you can implement into Claude as well to kind of be even more automated. I haven't gotten to that point.
Well, I have a class coming out next week on Claude skills, and they can go anywhere. Antonio says, I am streamlining, meaning extremely hyper-perfectioning. I know this feeling. My anti-gravity workflow based on Kim's and Angie's, and I just discovered the rabbit hole. Oh, yes, David AU. He is the guy that does all of the Frankenstein local AIs on Hugging Face. So if you're a local yokel, if you're into local AI, he's a great one to check out. Let's see, I had some other ones here. I wrote a skill to turn manuscripts into spoken audio formatting. And I love the multiple narrator format and output. Super easy to use. Oh, Jay, that sounds fabulous. I would love to see that. And I started working with some Claude skills, only just starting with it. I also upgraded my Notion plan. I did that too this month. I am working this morning with the AI to organize all my FFA notes I have. Yeah, that's a big rabbit hole all in itself. Let's see. My first agent at the start of each phase auto launches and checks the upkeeping agents to check consistency and if they're outdated, but I don't have to be aware of it manually. So that's nice. So people are really automating, creating Google calendars. There's just all kinds of things you can do. And we are here to help you. So take a look at, how many hours are you saving a week? Hopefully, maybe you don't have time to estimate it because all the time's used. Number of steps you've removed from a recurring task. Number of deadlines met without panic. I met my first deadline without panic this month. And that was because I had written the book in anti-gravity. I edited it. I brought Claude skills into anti-gravity and edited it there. I did all the concept art for the cover there. And then I did the formatting. And that book is out today. And I have all the others loaded as pre-orders. So hopefully I can keep that up. We'll see. A number of times you've reused a template instead of starting from scratch. Those are all victories. What about pain points? What is still taking longer than it should? What is your number one, I dread this every time task? Everybody has one. What's yours, Cassie?
Editing 100%. Yeah. Okay, so I really hate reading, rereading, and continuously rereading the same chapter and tweaking it, and it's so mundane for me, and I'm just like, I just want it to be right.
You need skills, girl. Editing skills. We have them. We can help you. Because it's fun. And I go into that in the skills class. I want to do an entire class on editing with skills. I actually love it, but I love it way more now with skills. It used to take me months. Now it takes me days. And I love being able to make multiple passes with, sorry. That's my baby. That's okay. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Yeah, I hope you like it. It was fun to write. I hope you enjoyed reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it. The FFI saved me at least 20 hours this week. Yay! Then I put on a class as background noise and fell into a rabbit hole and spent 8 hours redoing newsletter automations and funnels. So, that's funny. Well, you know what? That's going to save you in the long term too. But yeah, it can be a rabbit hole and a fire hose at the same time. So yeah, editing, staccato prose, yes. So yeah, my pain point is marketing. I need to do more of it. I love focusing on the product and getting the product perfect. Then I want to go to the next product. I don't want to go talk about it. I just want to keep making things. So my marketing is my issue.
I think you can attach Canva to like your Facebook, your Instagram, and your TikTok and such, and then you can attach Claude to Canva now.
Yes.
I
can make Claude do it. That's kind of terrifying though.
That is kind of terrifying. You'll probably get a lot of M dashes.
You're using AI. I'm like, you're damn straight. I'm using AI. Oh my God. So, what do you have that you don't use? Oh, this is an important part of the audit. How many people picked up stuff on Black Friday that they still haven't used? Maybe it's a new subscription. Maybe it's a course. Maybe it's some other shiny object, some app or tool that you haven't even opened. You just collected it because it was a good deal. Anyone else? Let's see here. Guilty, yes. Poor typing mind. Yeah, I love typing mind. I bought it. I don't use it a whole lot. It's great. It's just, I'm in so many other programs. And this is where Steph, I will link this later. Steph Pajonas did an amazing blog about a week or two ago on how we need to pick a tool or like maybe 4 tools and commit to them and get our writing done. If we're always chasing every new shiny, we are not writing. And it's a Weibo question. Would I be better off writing? WIBBOW. Yes, we would be better off writing in whatever tool we're most comfortable with in now, and then maybe learning the next tool between books or just committing to one for a certain amount of time. 3 to 6 months is reasonable because everything's changing about every 6 months. So yeah, I use 3 buttons on Pro Writing Aid and ignore 70% of its advice. This is me with GPS. I argue with the GPS.
But, you know, like going back to like really finagling and really finessing, that's why I'm still with Claude. Claude is my boo thing. But I am using anti-gravity alongside with it. So I'm getting better with anti-gravity and stuff like that. I just hope they don't take away the free tier.
But this is why I stockpiled all those books. I want to continue to use it to create stuff. So if that gets yanked, I think we're going to have lots of options. But if for some reason they said it's going to be $1,000 a month and thanks for testing, goodbye, like, well, at least I got this pile of books I can work on in all my other tools. But I think we're going to see similar. We already have similar tools. Some of them are going to cost a little more than free, but free is great. So that's what I'm working in right now. I want to get the higher version of Claude for Claude Code, but I don't have a lot of incentive because I'm in anti-gravity. So I'm kind of waiting on that. So let's talk about minimal viable automation. Start by replacing just one workflow next month. Let's talk about February. What can you replace? One workflow, not your whole business. If January bombed for you, that's okay. Pick yourself up off the floor. We got 11 more months to get it right. And it's not even right. It's just as good as you can get it. Start with one workflow that maybe is causing you pain and pick one that happens often, is frustrating, and has clear steps. And then figure out, do you need a checklist, a template, or can you trigger something with an automation or a calendar? How can you make that easier for you? Do you need an accountability buddy? Do you need a human? Maybe you don't need AI. Maybe you need an accountability buddy. I've had one for 11 years. Nadine is in the chat. She's been my buddy. We keep each other on track, but we also pull each other down into rabbit holes.
That's why we also have Alyssa and her accountability group that happens, I believe, every week. You know, where we just kind of go in and we chat and we take full accountability of what we've done. And like, if we're like, well, I haven't done much of anything, well, you know, I'm sure somebody else sits the same kind of boat as you. But, you know, we're always there. We're all positive. Everybody's very supportive.
Yes.
And so, yeah, it's a
if
great
you need accountability. The FFA is here for you. Definitely. Oh, and I want to address this real quick. You can use skills and I think maybe projects in the free version of Claude right now. You'll be limited. I couldn't believe it because for a long time you couldn't do that stuff. You couldn't do very much in the free Claude. But I signed up with a free account, and in the Claude skills that's coming out next week, I actually used the free account for some of the projects. Just to test it and be sure. So try out Claude for free and see if you like that. Yes, you'll hit a limit early, but at least then you'll have a good idea of if this is going to work for you.
Yeah, that's one thing why I like about Claude is that like you hit a limit. So I actually kind of go into this with my new standalone that I'm going to be putting out where I talk about the context limits and memory usage limits and stuff like that, specifically with Claude. The one issue that it's a personal issue mostly where I'm just like, hey, stop it. It's a personal issue where I'm just not patient.
Yes.
You know, I don't want to wait days. I don't want to wait hours. I want it now.
Yes.
So
it's hard when you get on a roll. You want to get it done. I get that too, and I think that's where they get you. They're tapping into human nature.
Yes, exactly. Like they want they don't want you to wait. They want you to like start your next thing right away. And that's where, obviously I was like, I got the $100. I got the $100 one. I was like,
The only problem, the $100 one, I think there's pressure to use it. So it's almost like it stresses you out. Am I using it enough for all the money I'm paying? But someone who's working in it all day, yeah, go for it. I'm still on the $20. I just haven't taken the leap because anti-gravity's spoiling me so bad right now. So let's talk about planning for February. What kind of resolutions can we hold you to that we're going to make in the chat? The next step, I will automate. What are you going to automate this month? Or say, I don't have time to automate. Okay, well, what's the first step? What are you going to do this month in February to help you in your business, to save you time? Just one thing. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to automate a trip to the moon. Just think about one thing that's hanging you up right now. And think about how you can fix that, even if it's just as simple as a checklist or a Claude skill, or maybe you're whole hog into anti-gravity. Maybe you're going to work on an automation. It doesn't matter where you are, beginner, intermediate, advanced. What are you going to do about your pain point this month coming up? Or if you have a deadline, what are you going to do to help get you there? For me, I am going to work on the website issue that I have, and I really need to look at newsletter templates and automation. I have like sequences, but I am not organized enough on that side. So I need to look at marketing and web presence. And I think if it's a short month and there's a lot going on, I should do newsletters. Okay, let's see. Back matter refinement templates. That's great. Work through novel writing workflow. So you're going to learn, and that's wonderful. You'll end up with so many novels, you don't know what to do with them. Let's see. Get better with Notion and automate all the repetitive tasks. That's great. Let's see. Learning Raptor Right. We have free classes. We've got lots. We're going to show you in just a minute. I'm going to stop obsessing over reviews. Yes, you just have to stop reading them. Make the AI read them, and then go send out Claude Code or Anti-Gravity and say, read the reviews and only tell me the good stuff, and give me a list of things that maybe I might need to consider, might need to work on, that are patterns in the bad reviews if you have them. Or just identify the patterns in my reviews. That might be a great way to do
it's
that.
like really good to kind of like have the mindset of your book is not for everyone. You're never gonna make everyone happy. I recently had a 2-star review because they didn't like the language I used. I was like,
well, yeah, and so they're not your tribe. I had people freak out over a letter in a piece of dialogue that was authentic. I was writing an accent, and they thought it was racist because of the way I wrote one letter in a word. I removed the letter, and then I didn't get any more complaints. And I was like, that's crazy. This accent was based on my mother-in-law's accent. And it was just like, yeah, but these are the things. Sometimes things trigger people that you never imagined. I'm like, what? So you're not everybody's cup of tea, and nobody's gonna die if your book isn't perfect. It's not like our lives do not depend on whether our prose is, absolutely shiny perfect. In fact, prose that isn't quite perfect, that has some rough edges, is actually more interesting. So I think part of it is just not stressing out about everything. And I am guilty of perfectionism. I think a lot of us are. So we have solutions for your pain points. Oh, we have so many. Cassie, would you like to tell them about all the solutions we have?
So many classes, you guys.
We have
so many classes and labs and stuff. Yeah, these are only a few that we have to offer. We have intro to AI, just getting started with AI, learning the different programs, the using Raptor and stuff. So we have Publishing 101, where it kind of helps you begin your publishing company as an author. And then, AI author's roadmap from 10 pages to publish less than 90 days. That's actually a course that I created, which basically kind of gives you the gist of, it is possible and this is how I did it. And so it's a really good course to just also feel like you can do it too. And then marketing and planning, where you have newsletter marketing, that's great course with our famous marketer that we have on the FFA. She's been doing this for a long time. She has a lot of experience, and she actually does the marketing for the press.
Oh, that's Christina, right? Christina did that one. She's great.
She did that. She's great.
Incredible stuff. That's the one I need to take. I think that's what I'm doing for February. And then we have Rachel is in our comments. Rachel did the Master the 5-Act Structure, which is incredible. If you're looking for outlining, we've got outlining. And then Cassie, you did the Building the Dark Romance dossier. You've got a couple different dossier classes.
Yeah, I have the horror one and dark romance, and those are really great foundational courses to start your story, specifically in Raptorite. So this new dark romance dossier uses Raptorite 1.0. So it kind of shows you how to work with it a little, but we do have introduction courses to 1.0 as well, just a little bit more in depth information.
There is a beginner, it's an older one, but we have a course on how to write a story dossier. If you're like, what are you talking about? What the heck is a story dossier? We do have beginner courses on that. And it's the way of talking to the AI about your story, giving it the information it needs to help you to draft it. And then we also have serialization. We have translations with AI. If you're thinking about translating, I think Steph did this one, didn't she? Steph Bajonas?
Yes, Steph did that.
And translation dossiers are in there. Even with the cool new tools, this one was done last year. Even with Scribe Shadow, this is still a really great class. There's just so much. There are so many pieces to the translation, and it's hard to get it right. But we're here for you. And we've got a group that talks about, we've got a channel in the FFA membership for translations. We have channels for most of these things. We have editing with AI. Lynn did a wonderful kit bashing with AI and Raptorite. The new Raptorite is totally free. And I think the kit bashing class is too, isn't it? Then we, Stacy did Perplexed. Don't be perplexed by perplexity. I took this course. It's fabulous. I started doing a lot more in Perplexity. They gave a lot of people last year, they gave us a free year of Perplexity Pro if you were a PayPal user. It's a really neat, in the comment browser, there's a ton it can do. It's really cool. And then you got to tell us about Claude projects for beginners, Cassie.
This is just a foundational, very comprehensive, how do I get started with Claude projects? What the hell is it? What does this button do? How do I get started? So this is a really comprehensive foundational course. It's really cheap because, Claude's been around forever, but it's just kind of specifically tailored to writers and getting started.
I was just answering. Someone. Okay, so then we also have automating. Elizabeth did the easy peasy book machine. This was last year. It's still fabulous, and you can do it in Raptorite 1.0. You can do it in anything. Your First Draft Boot Camp. Your First Draft is another great tool for getting your drafts done quickly. It is a first draft. You bring a worksheet in, or you bring your brain dump in, and you can cascade that information into a worksheet and then run it. And you get a pretty decent first draft. Still needs editing, but it's a great way to shortcut if the blank page is giving you a lot of trouble. And then two of the ones I've done recently are Introduction to Anti-Gravity. The IDEs, these are the development environments, are the integrated development environments, they're coding apps, are amazing for writing books. And also Introduction to Claude Code. That's another one that I just did. And I also have Obsidian and I'm coming out with Claude Skills. So I have a bunch and they all interact together. You take one, you can take the projects from that and use it in the others. I designed them that way because, why not? So you can play and learn all the things. You can get all of these standalones in our Future Fiction Academy Accelerator. You don't have to buy them individually unless you want to. If you subscribe, you can have them all. We do have some workshops, then these are not in the membership. Can you tell us about those, Cassie?
Yes. Oh my God. I'm excited about this. So we have our amazing author, Harper, who has written over 30 romance books in different subgenres of romance stuff, like small town romance. I don't know what other romance genres, subgenres out there. That's my lack of knowledge in romance, but she's going to be doing a 3-week intensive workshop where she's going to be going live for 3 times a week for 3 weeks, and she's going to take you through her workflow with anti-gravity, and she's also going to be using a little bit of Raptorite. She is such a sweet, amazing human being. She's been doing a lot of labs and teaching for the FFA for a long time. So if you definitely want to learn about writing romance and learn about writing in general with her workflow and using anti-gravity and Raptorite, this is definitely the workshop to go to. And if you're not a romance author, that's fine. The workflow is the same. The workflow can be duplicated in different genres. You don't have to be a romance author to do this, but she just happens to be a romance author.
And then there's the Jaff one too.
Yeah, the Jaff one from our one and only Queen Elizabeth, who has
the Queen.
The Jaff Queen, who has been writing Jaff for ever since I've been in diapers, probably. And she's been incredibly successful, and she started this amazing company teaching authors how to write with AI and stuff. And so she's going to be replicating her workflow specifically in Notion, because Notion is very accessible to everybody. It is very cheap with the business account. I think it's only like maybe $20-$25 a month. And Jaff is Jane Austen fan fiction. And
sorry, we forget. We throw these terms around. We sometimes forget. So thank you for the reminder.
Yes. But these are workflows that can be replicated within Notion across other genres as well. It's really the workflow that you really are looking for in these workshops. And also you get time with Elizabeth to ask her a lot of questions, Jiff. You get a lot of
time. A marriage made in heaven.
You get a lot of time with Elizabeth one-on-one to ask her questions about her, your workflow. How can you improve the genre that you're working in, your story, etc., etc. Like you have, and obviously she's accessible through Discord as well if you have questions alongside with that. But again, this is a 3-week course where she's going to be going live 3 times in those weeks, and she's going to be just taking you through her workflow through Notion. And if you're
like, her big beautiful brain.
And if you're like, well, you know what, both of these sound amazing, well, you know what, you're in luck. If we have a bundle where you could have both, and actually the bundle saves you a lot of money. And I did the math. I actually did math.
You did math on a Saturday? What's wrong with you? Are you a fever?
I know. I found out that you will be saving over 30% per workshop if you purchase the bundle. So you'll be saving a butt ton of money if you purchase the bundle versus individually.
Enough to buy a case of peanut butter at least. Jeff and Jim. Sorry, I'm stuck on that. So in the lab, after party, the after lab, we are doing a show and tell. We don't have a huge structure today. So bring your stuffy stuff. All my beautiful members, bring your stuffy stuff. Ink and Code Society Lab show and tell. We're going to hold each other accountable. We're going to share what we did. We'll talk about our victories, our struggles, and everything in between. So, and let's see. All we got, like and subscribe. And of course, our credits. Our song was created by Suno. Cassie created our songs. And the images, all the images are ChatGPT 5.2. So we hope that that's going to help you. We are wishing you a wonderful February, and we will see you next week. So be thinking about your goals, because we're going to be here holding everybody accountable at the end of every month. How does that sound?
I think that sounds fabulous, because you know what? As a person that tends to lose focus and procrastinate a butt ton, I think this is this is something that I need.
Here, let me put us back here. There we go. We don't need the notes anymore. So yes, like and subscribe. And if you're a member, come join us for the after party, after lab. And if you're not, we would certainly love to have you with us. All of our after labs are recorded. So if you come in, if you're watching this later, whether you're a member or not, and you decide to join, or if you're watching this later, you're like, oh, I missed it. Don't worry, recording will be up. So have a wonderful week. And we are going to end with another great song that Cassie made about finishing things, right?
Yeah.
We'll see you in the after lab.
1, 2, 3, 4. Knows my name, now it's calling me ashamed. I keep refreshing inspiration, like it's gotta pay my bills, but the book don't write itself, so I guess I freaking will. I had a perfect first chapter, then I hit it by noon. I tried to fix one sentence and I lost a whole afternoon. Perfection is a trapdoor, and I'm done falling through. If it's messy, fine, whatever. At least it's something true. No more sounding, no more soon. I'm not letting things off the road. I'm gonna finish this track. I'm gonna do the work. 1,000 words a day, and the story's gonna work. Cut the scenes that drag, fix the parts that hurt. Slippery when is tomorrow. Today's problem is page 1.
Bye, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye.